Buck Forage Oats versus all the others. Which one wins? Okay, plot number one. This is bin run oats. This would be oats that a farmer takes off his field, brings to the feed mill, they clean it and sell it. So you can see it's a really good looking oat field. I'll get down here to some of the browse here. You can see these here have been browsed pretty well. Now this field was planted about 5 weeks ago, and that's the same time that I planted my Buck Forage Oats out in my food plot. So this is a pretty big field. It's about 1 acre. If we look down at here, we see I have some clover in here that I planted along with it, and this will be a good food source coming up. Now this is about 12 inches tall all over, and they are certainly eating it. However, it doesn't have heavy browse pressure. So this is plot number one. Plot number two. This is domain oats. I got these oats at my local farm store. They come in 30-pound bags. Now, I planted this a little bit later than I should have. It was a cover crop for my clover. And the other thing is I planted this in early summer. So this has been growing much longer. So we'll take a closer look at this and see what you think. Okay, let's take a look at this. Now, like I said, I planted this early, or a little bit later as far as clover goes in the summer. I didn't get it in the spring, and I have some weeds in here along with the clover. But let's take a look at the oats. So as you can see, they all have seed heads on them. They're about 16 to 20 inches tall, and I have very little browse pressure on these oats. Now I know the deer were in here eating them, and they're not going to be as appealing now that they're mature, but early on they were in here and they didn't graze them to the ground. You can definitely tell that there's still lots of oats in here. So let's take a look at the Buck Forage Oats. Okay, this plot is going to be the Buck Forage Oats. It was part of my mix. I had 50 pounds of Buck Forage Oats in here, along with clover varieties. I had a little bit of buckwheat, very few winter peas, and I had a decent amount of soybeans. So we're going to turn around and look at the Buck Forage Oats. Okay, here's the reveal of the Buck Forage Oats. This plot is about half an acre. On the mix side, I'll swing you around slowly and we'll take a deeper dive and look down a little closer. As you can see, there doesn't even appear to be oats in here. It's so short. The deer have been in here every night. I've been getting camera pictures on my cell cam. Let's take a look at the oats. So now that we have a closer look, you can see that they're in there and they're thick. But if I get the camera down level with the ground, you can see they are mowed completely down. They are shorter than my grass at home. So there is clearly a winner in my mind, and that is the Buck Forage Oats. This was the first year that I ever planted them. I was kind of skeptical as to whether they would be more appealing to the deer, but I think this kind of proves that Buck Forage Oats have a little bit more appeal. So now that you've seen the results of the Buck Forage Oats, you might wonder what I'm going to do. Well, it is almost September 1st, last day of August, and I'm back here. My daughter and I are here. I got some more Buck Forage Oats, and I'm going to overseed more oats into this blend side. In addition, I'm going to plant 50 pounds of winter rye in here as well. So we're going to have fresh winter rye and fresh oats coming up in all the spots that have seed to soil contact. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay, I just spread all the oats. I forgot my wheat. It's coming. I'm gonna spread that winter, or not wheat, winter rye. Get all that done. What that's gonna do, I'm gonna have little tender shoots of oats coming up, and the deer are gonna eat that. They like it a little bit better when it's younger. I'm also gonna have that winter rye in here. They're gonna eat that all year long. Then next year, after the winter, that's gonna be the first thing to green up. It's gonna give the deer some good nutrition when they're fawning, getting ready to fawn. And then it's gonna grow up higher, and it'll actually give some good cover for the fawns. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know if this has been your experience, because this is the first time I've used Buck Forage Oats. Let me know if that's pretty typical, if you think it's a fair comparison. I know the one plot was planted much earlier. The first plot is a little bit closer to the road, so it might not get as much pressure, but all in all, I think it did show that Buck Forage Oats seem to be superior as far as the deer are concerned. Let me know in the comments if that's your experience, and good luck on your 2024 fall food plots. Thanks for watching.